In 2026, AI can do literally everything. It can write code, create art, create cooking recipes, write a personalized content plan, and actually create a scenario for a video on YouTube. It was made by AI. But what I was really curious at, can AI be good assistant in your life? Can it actually tell you what to do and what things to avoid? We're gonna find out today. I've been using Claude and ChatGPT, and different varieties of prompts to actually ask for help. What career path should I choose? What food menu should I choose according to my goals? And what I was really interested about that what sport should I do according to my body type, to my mental characteristics, to some other measurements and data. And AI haven't been brilliant everywhere. It makes mistakes, it's not super, but could it actually predict and tell me what sport I'm going to be the best in? Let's see. I've been doing sport for my entire life. In school, it was tennis, volleyball, football, like European football, soccer. In university, it was like martial arts, kickboxing, karate, and since 11th year school till now, it was constant gym, and now it's like Brazilian jiu-jitsu. But am I actually gonna be good at this sport? I don't know. How we all tend to choose sport. It's whether social media, whether parents, friends, or maybe idols. But should we choose sport maybe on something more professional? Let's say our genetic abilities. So, but what could we do? We could go to the lab, pass some tests, etc. And nowadays, we can just go into AI. It's what I did. So first of all, it analyzes your oxygen capacity, your muscle fiber connection, your previous injuries, lengths of your arms, legs, your body type, some things like measurements in your wrists, in your like other joints. Actually, it analyzes pretty basic information that you observe every day just looking at your mirror or experience while you're just like living a life. But all right, let's see what it did to me.
So here is a complete version of the prompt. It turned out to be very, very long and very, very complex. And I don't really think that all of those, requirements are actually needed. But let's scroll down and see what we got. Here, just as I said, super basic information like your height, your weight, your age, your body description. Next one is performance capabilities. For me, it was kind of difficult because I didn't really know my time for sprinting, and for example my flexibility, my balance, coordination, and I just answered as I felt. Physical health, for me it was like the moment where I was really scared that the AI can turn into a super like bias side, and I was really, let's say, like careful about my injuries, etc. But yeah, I put everything. So as far as we're talking, not just going to the gym or doing yoga, which is great, but we're talking here about something bigger, about results. I think psychological and mental attributes are very important. If you answer honestly, it can be really like important and helpful for understanding. Maybe just not, and we can talk not just about sport or about maybe understanding yourself better. So yeah, very important part. Vital part is lifestyle and practical constraints. We all living busy lives, we all have families, jobs, things to do, and financial and social aspects are also very important. For experience, this is the crucial part where AI can turn to be really biased. Even if it's saying it's not for bias and just for pattern recognition. So
So the result, can AI actually predict the best sport for you or not? So look at me. I'm 187, I weigh like 80 kilos, a little bit less. I'm 32 years old. And so what do you think is ideal sport for me?
According to ChatGPT and Claude, the best sport for me would be something with a rocket, either tennis, paddle, or like squash. I kind of agree with this because when I used to play with my friends, I showed way better results than my friends. I progressed better. I could hit. I even understood some tactics. But I never tested myself on a like normal competitive level, so has to be checked. The pick number two, either volleyball or Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I've been doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, I would say, for 2 years, 2 years already. I'm not bad at it, not bad, but I saw like naturally talented people, and those people I think could beat me after I don't know 2 months of training. So good, good. Maybe I'm just not as talented as professional athletes should be, but those two peaks I kind of agree with this. But volleyball, I used to play volleyball for 3 years, I would say a little bit less, but my level was like medium and a little bit below. Because when you play in a team, when you play in a competitive level, you can really test yourself. And I was never like really good at it. So, like on that, like, regional competitive level. Sorry about that, but I'm just going to record the rest sitting on my couch. So, and the Grok told me that the ideal sport for me is volleyball, which we discussed earlier, and the second pick is basketball. And I told it that I didn't like playing basketball in high school, but it was a choice. Either my mom takes my computer out of me or I go to train basketball. And yeah, I didn't really like it. Yeah, and I'm not really built for basketball. So, the resume. Can AI actually predict sport? The best sport for you? You know, at least using this prompt and those systems that I used, it cannot. At least it cannot, choose it using this prompt that I used on 3 different LLMs. It turned out, to be really focused on what sports you did, what sports you like, and doesn't really pay attention on your complexion, on your psychological aspects, on how many hours can you train per day, all these crucial things. It doesn't really pay any attention on it. So yeah, and this is it. So I think we learned that choosing the best sport for you in old school ways, whether family, friends, or fitness influencers, is better than AI right now. Or we can always try again, use different prompts, different measurement systems, and maybe we can succeed. But we have always to remember our goals, why we're doing this. All right, that's it for today. Thanks for staying with me. Drop the like and the comment, and I'll see you next video. Thank you.